Hey guys, Elizabeth Quinn here with Elizabeth Scenes and Scents, and welcome back to my channel. Please don't forget to check out my website, which is waftingwonderfulwax.scentsy.us, where I am Liz Quinn, your certified Scentsy consultant. So today I have for you the first What I Have Been Warming video in a little while, because I had been out doing some things and took a break from filming. So I have a whole bunch of things here on the table, and a lot of them my younger daughter's been powering through. I did have a touch of a cold. You can probably still hear it in my voice, so my sniffer's not exactly where it's supposed to be. Hopefully by next week I'll be back to full strength. But anyway, I'm going to start with just working through all these clamshells from the last couple weeks of things we have been getting through. First off, I've got Black Currant and Plum. This is one of the new releases. It is very nice. It's elegant. It's sort of a medium level performer. It's got the juicy fruit, and then it has a little bit of like a deep woodsiness on the backside. So this is just like the perfect crowd pleaser. It's medium and moderate in every way and very nice. So another one that I was getting through trying to smell it was Love and Happiness, which is one of my favorite scents. I could get a little whiff of the vanilla here and there, but I get it just fine in the clamshell, so it's not like I'm completely nose blind, but just in the air, I'm not getting an awful lot yet back from my cold. But this is lovely. Most of the time, it gives you sort of like a perfumey, cologne-y, chestnut, vanilla, sugar, just really cuddly scent in the house. It's fantastic, especially for fall. All right, another one, which I was doing before things got a little funny in my nose, was Sweet Plum Pastry, and this is just a beloved scent. This is wonderful plum juices, bubbly, like tart, crust, creative, beautiful, like you're almost doing something in the kitchen, but you're actually not. Tart plum. Another one, which I was hoping so much that I could smell, but I didn't really, was the beautiful apple cherry strudel. And that is the first one that really alerted me to the fact that I was kind of going off the rails with my nose, because I put 4 cubes of this in the front room, and I should be able to smell lots of bubbly apple, lots of cherry, just lots of goodness. No, almost nothing. So that was kind of a sad day for me, but it is a wonderful scent. All right, another one that is so good is apple butter frosting. And this particular one is retired, and I hope that we can vote it back and bring back my bar at some point. Oh, this is so good. So this one has buttercream, it has apple, it has just that bit of like spiciness that goes with almost like a baked apple that's dripping with all of this buttercream. Wonderful smell. One of those is just a crowd pleaser any time of the year. More Sweet Plum Pastry, and I didn't completely get this clamshell done, so that one I'll just toss in with the other. I tried some Caramel Vanilla Delight one of the days where I was still smelling, and this is so very nice. It's very mellow, it's very sweet, it's like a vanilla ice cream mixed with caramel, and it's just comforting and gooey and really, really nice. It's excellent for summertime when you want bakery but nothing too heavy. So then I was doing some French toast where I could smell all that cinnamon and everything a few days ago. Absolutely wonderful in the kitchen. Nice and spicy, and right now I can smell it in the clam with the maple syrup and everything. Oh, it's just so good. So I guess because we have had cooler temperatures, I was really feeling the bakery bars. There are a lot of them here. And then there was another day where we were just doing a touch of vanilla bourbon, I think maybe in the Florida room. And this is a scent where you kind of need to contain it in a smaller space. It's so nice though. So you've got the bourbon, you have a little bit of vanilla, you have almost like an oaky quality and a little bit of nutmeg. It is so relaxing and gorgeous. Right, now I know right about the time that we got back from vacation, I was doing World Traveler, which is just the best bar. This is one of those kind of masculine scents. It was specifically an August scent of the month several years ago. So it's got berries and it's got oak and it's got just like a nice depth, a woody depth to it. Beautiful, beautiful scent. Great for this time of the year where you're sort of wanting a transition smell, but you don't want to go into like pumpkins and things like that. And I think on the same day in other rooms I was doing Buckleberry, which is one of my favorites from our last Bring Back My Bar. This is just like really, really saturated juicy berry with the tiniest touch of spice on the back end. And it can either be mixed in alternate warmers with something spicy like French toast or something more oaky and berry like the World Traveler. It's a good team player. It's strong, so it needs to be paired with other assorted bars. All right, now the last day where I could really smell well, but things are starting to kind of bother me. I put in a lot of grapefruit sunshine, and actually it was really, really nice because I just kind of mentally needed that fresh, clean feeling. And it was really good. So if you can think of grapefruit, but almost like a cleaner grapefruit, not nasty, not too sharp, but just light and clean and sharp, that's what grapefruit sunshine gives me, and it was exactly what I needed one day. All right, then I just broke into my bar of Mojito Mambo from this Summer's Whiff box. This was so nice. And I can smell this one quite well. So this is mint and almost like an effervescent club soda, and just really, really nice lime on the back end. It's so good. I wish they'd bring this back in the catalog. It is such a great summer staple. All right, and in the basement, this went for days. I had Amazon rain downstairs for a long time last week, and it was just nice and fresh and clean and smooth. And again, I can smell this in the clam. It's just not real great out in the air. So Amazon rain has your orange, it's got jasmine, it's got sort of leafy greens, but sweet and subtle, not super, super assertive. Really nice smell. Okay, and then there was a day where I was still smelling just fine, and I used up my 2 last cubes of Cranapple Crumble, and it was really pretty good. This isn't my absolute favorite bakery bar ever, but it's nice, and I can smell it really well here too. So it's got a very interesting blend of apple and cranberry, plus a lot of whipped cream and brown sugar, and just the tiniest pinch of cinnamon. And I don't know, it's just a smell where it's almost as though the apple's a little bit underripe and kind of tart, which mixes with the cranberry. And I think maybe I just want like more, almost like baked apple pie apple in here. But it is a very nice bar, and I enjoyed it a lot, and I do have another one coming. So then I think on the same day in the back room, I broke out some apple and cinnamon sticks. And unfortunately, the cinnamon was a little bit much for me that day, because when your nose starts to get kind of fussy, certain things bother you more than normal. So I turned most of the warmers off of this and just got it down to like 1 warmer with a cube, I think, in the kitchen, and that was great. And then the next day, I turned on the rest of the warmers that had this, and it was fine. So apple and cinnamon sticks is kind of earthy. It's got white pumpkin, it's got oak, it's got the cinnamon stick, it's got the appliness, but it's not sweet. And most of the time, I really enjoy it. It's a great scent for September, but every now and then it gives me fits like it did the other day. All right, now I have one more full bar of My Hero, which I tried to use the other day when I thought I was in a cologne mood. Couldn't handle it. Had to take it right back out because when you're not feeling good, you're just more scent sensitive than normal. So being that this is a retired bar, I saved all of my half melted cubes and kind of bundled them up and stuck them in my cabinet to use on another day. But this is a very nice woodsy cologne scent, and typically I really enjoy it. All right, then one day I was doing some Rio Beach. This was, I think, before we went on vacation. It was so nice. And that was before the weather had cooled down as much as it has, which I'm not complaining. I'm enjoying the cooler weather very much. But Rio Beach is so summery, and it's just very suntanny. It's got a lot of tonka bean. It is something that's been retired and has not been back and bring back my bar in a long time, but it's really good. Okay, now my favorite combination when I was still feeling absolutely 100% was Grandma's Orchard, which came in one of those flash sale bundles. This was so good. And in alternating warmers, cinnamon vanilla. It smelled like early fall. It was amazing. Definitely my favorite thing that was in this entire bucket. Oh, so you had the cinnamon vanilla, which was a summer spice scent. I've got a couple bars left. And then the Grandma's Orchard, which, again, was only from the flash sale. This is an old retired bar, which is like, oh, I can smell this one quite well. Like a really nice sort of woody, appley orchard scent. And the two of them together, perfection for this time of year. Honestly, I wish I had a couple more bars of Grandma's Orchard because I would melt this combination a lot. Okay, and then somewhere along the way, I used up a couple of cubes of Churro Churro, which is just the most wonderful, this is just in my club, most wonderful Sweet cinnamon sugar goodness. And I used up some salted caramel cupcake, I think about the time that we were leaving to go away for a few days. And this is just one of those that doesn't last. So I threw it in on an evening, and it's just caramely with a little bit of sea salt and chocolate, and it was very nice. So then I know way at the beginning of this melting basket, this basket of whatever we've got here, guys. Salted Bergamot Breeze was early on in me collecting this basket of clams. And I think I just wasn't feeling it that particular day. I've really liked this, but I didn't on the day that I was melting it, so I just turned it off. And, I think it's the same day that I was doing a lot of Stitch. And maybe it's just because Stitch overtook that, but Stitch was great. I had him all over the house. Oh, it's just so fruity and happy. And usually it goes just fine with something like the Salted Bergamot Breeze. I was just in a mood, I guess. And so then my daughter has been helping me get through just like the one-off clamshells. So she powered through whatever was left of sugar here, which is a really nice cotton candy and lemon drop scent. Which is, I can smell that one quite well. It's really good. So that was very nice. And then she got through Plumeria Peach, which is actually one of my least favorite scents of all time. Like top 10, I don't like it. This is there. Ugh, yeah. I don't know what it is about this. It's now, retired. I don't know if it'll come back next spring. But to me, it smells like summer squash and peaches. And that's when I'm having like good scent. Can't stand that one. All right. Love Story is beautiful, but very, very subtle. So I can barely smell this when I can smell everything. But I know it's got like a dark chocolate and then some florals, which sounds really unusual, and it is, but it's lovely. So this is very pretty, but better in a small space. And this particular one loves to just get gooey. All right, let's get punchy. I didn't really like this one all that much. My daughter preferred it to me, so she would melt it in her bedroom, and it's just like their typical red fruit punch scent. Yeah. And you get like a lot of guava, a lot of almost like Kool-Aid, and she enjoyed it. Then Sweet Pea and Vanilla, which is quite elegant. This is from, Bring Back My Bar quite a bit ago now. And she really enjoys this. I just think 90s Bath & Body Works, when I smell this, it is very nice, but it's just not something where I need tons of it. It's got raspberry and vanilla and sweet pea, and it's very pretty. So I got through a couple cubes of Flower Child, which oddly enough I could smell quite well right about the time my nose was going on the fritz. And this is just a really pretty gentle floral, very gentle floral, so that it can be really, really difficult to smell. And last but not least, I'm still trying to figure out how much I like or do not like Driftwood and Jasmine. I had this in our bedroom, and it just wasn't working for me on that particular day, but I could tell I was getting scent sensitive to things. So I don't know. Sometimes I like this, sometimes I don't like it at all. So love it, hate it bar, Driftwood and Jasmine. So that is everything that I have been getting through, and hopefully by next week I will be completely back with all of my faculties and a full sense of smell. But I am really, really happy to be back on the channel with you guys. I hope that you are doing very, very well. The dogs love the new carpet, and obviously they're not allowed on the couch, but we have just been really, really enjoying this front room with its little redo. And I have my very first fall haul hopefully coming when I'm filming this. It'll be coming the next day, I believe. So my question of the week for you is, have you gotten your hands on the new release bars, and which one do you really like or which one do you really not like? I would say that without melting another round, my absolute favorite right now is the Frosted Vanilla. And I don't think there are any that I truly, truly dislike. The Sips of Cider has grown on me quite a bit. So those are my thoughts, and I hope that you guys are doing well. God bless. Bye-bye.